What's up, dedicated Dragon Ball denizens? I'm Ryan, and we are here for another episode of the Hawks Dragon Ball Nest. We are getting into our final how to play video in terms of colors of decks. This one is going to be how to play black. At the time of this recording, we are right before when the FBO 5 new adventure set is going to drop. So it is going to only have stuff before then in terms of the demos, but I am going to talk about a few of the cards that I think will still be, happening and playing in black. Of course, we're also getting a new leader, which is going to be Gogeta. But we're going to get into all the main leaders of black. There's only 4 total now with Gogeta. Then we're going to talk about some of the kind of key strategies and things that are going on when you're playing black. And then we'll go through demoing those and talking about some of the key cards in order to use those strategies that are happening. So, anyway, let us get into it. Alright, now how to play black. We've got some of the main cards on board, so let's get a quick little overview on here. Honestly, this Goku GT in the middle just looks sick. That's why I put him there. But he can get energy. He can turn into a double strike. Really over here, Super Baby 1 is kind of a key card that you're going to use if you're playing the Super Baby deck on there. He's going to let you play up to 1 battle card with cost of 2 or less and the Machine Mutant or Brainwashed in its head. So essentially you're able to play 2 battle cards for just 3. Not too bad. And then when a card is used in a combo from your battle area, well, this card is in the battle area, draw a card. And this is a really key card there, and you're going to see one of the main abilities from black, which is getting abilities from comboing cards, right? And then we've got over here the Pan GT, another one that kind of just looks cool. But when attacking for 1 energy, you can draw a card, and if you use an energy marker for this skill, you can choose a card from your opponent's battle area with 4 or less and return to hand. So that's the other kind of main thing about black is energy marker manipulation, be it whether you're going to place an energy marker or if you already have an energy marker, then you're going to be able to use certain abilities and certain cards are going to be enhanced. So those are like the 2 kind of bread and butter behind black. Other than that, it's kind of like a jack of all trades type of color. It's really got stuff that does a little bit of everything on there. So let's get into what the leaders are in black. I've got the top 3 up there. I should have just, may as well just put all 4 of them up there, because there's only 4, right? We've got Bardock, who's not shown. Then we've got Goku GT, who we see over here on the right side. Then we have Super Baby in the middle, and Gogeta over here off to the left. As I mentioned in the intro, Gogeta is not out when I'm recording this, so we won't be able to see him in action just yet. But he kind of, we'll talk about what he does, and he does seem like he's going to be a pretty good leader overall. Okay, but anyway, Super Baby is one that he has a really cool ability here that's permanent. You can also use rest mode battle cards with Brainwashed or Machine Mutant in their special traits and combos. Now, that is just crazy when you think about it, because one of the biggest things on cards is, you're going to attack with the card and then you can't use it in a combo. So you're either kind of usually playing a card either that is an offense or defensive card. So what this does with Super Baby is your card is a both offensive and defensive card at the same time. And as we'll see throughout here, a lot of them have abilities if you use them in combos. So that's pretty cool about Super Baby. Other than that, him and all of the rest of our black leaders are a little bit traditional in terms of having 20,000 attack and then also drawing upon attack. All of them draw upon flipping, upon awakening, except unfortunately Gogeta for some weird reason. But anyway, let's get into our next one here. We also have the Goku GT. Funny part about that is you see him Super Saiyan 4 right here. Those of you that know GT on the front side of the card, which is not shown here, he is Kid Goku. So this one is a really cool card. It's kind of an odd one in many ways because I do find myself not always using his ability. But it does kind of come in clutch there, right? So once per turn for 1 energy, you can choose up to 1 of your battle cards and gets 10k power until the end of your opponent's next turn. So this is not just on your turn, but on their turn. So you can use it not only to attack, but also if you want to defend a card. Now then from there, this is the key part and where we get into some of the energy marker manipulation or usage. If you removed an energy marker for this skill, it gets 15,000 power instead. This is something that really works well for the secret rare of the deck, which is going to be also a Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because that card, which we're going to talk about in a bit, both gives you an energy marker, and at the end of your turn, upon attack, it gives you an energy marker. And then at the end of your turn, you're actually able to draw a card if you removed an energy marker that turn. So basically, let's say you don't have another card to remove that marker, you can use it, probably give your Goku GT some more power, and then go from there. So anyway, let's get into the last one. We've got Gogeta here. Again, one that hasn't been tested in battle. You know, I think there's some debate on, like, is his leader ability really that great or not? I still think it is. Once per turn, if you don't have an energy marker, you place an energy marker, but it does cost you 1 charge. So in essence, it can kind of be like a wash for that turn, but you can keep getting energy markers, and you can use them as much as you want. I mean, maybe you're going to be able to use that, you get your energy marker, then you can use it that same turn for some abilities, making sure that if you maybe use an energy marker for whatever reason, you can grab it. I don't know. This is one, again, I need to see him in action. It is, compared to like a lot of these leaders, especially coming out in set 5, it is a little bit underwhelming seeming, but you know what, we got to see it in action, and it does give some cool things. But I mean, let's just take a moment to really admire the alt art on this card. I think the alt art leaders this set are, and really last set too, they're getting so cool. I love it. Now, I do want to talk about Bardock, just because there are only 4 total leaders, and he does have an ability that kind of goes with black. It's just unfortunate that, it's not as good as it really could be. It really needs some more support. So he is pretty cool. When attacking, draw a card, then this card gets 5k power for the battle. So he is 20k. In essence, he is actually 25k. But then check out its ability, activate battle your turn once per turn. So this can be used only on your turn in battle once. But look at the top card of your deck and use up to 1 battle card with Bardock's crew and its special traits in a combo, right? So that's kind of a key part about this. It's really cool because it gives you some extra combo power. It doesn't have to be used on your on Bardock, right? You can use this on any other card to kind of maybe help you be the difference between taking a life or not. But the downside is it has to be Bardock's crew, and Bardock's crew really only came from that starter deck of Bardock, and they're just not that great. So that's why Bardock just doesn't see a ton of play. If he did get some more support in a later set, you would see a lot more, because it's a pretty good ability when it comes down to it. It's just unfortunate that there's not a ton of great Bardock's crew cards. Let's go, Goku! Super Saiyan 4. Now let's go through some of the style and traits of the black color. Here's just a kind of key card in black that we're going to see a lot of is add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. And if you don't have an energy marker, place an energy marker. So you're going to see that a lot of cards that help you place energy markers. This one's a great self-awakening, sees a lot of play. Right, so place an energy marker. That's the first thing we're going to see here, right? And then from there, if energy marker. There's a lot of if energy markers, whether you're going to have an energy marker remaining, or if you used an energy marker to play that card. Pretty cool, right? Combo effects are also huge, whether it's something like Bardock's crew where you're going to get to look at and combo, whether it's Super Baby's ability where you can combo rest modes, or other abilities that take effect when you use that card in a combo, right? And then from there, they're a jack of all trades, whereas, like, for example, the only other prior to black, you only saw stuns in yellow. You only saw a lot of like KO cards from green. Blue is bottom deck and red is minus. You're going to see pretty much anything in this one. You don't see a ton of like bottom decking, I don't think at all. You don't see like the minus power, but you are going to see things like return to hand, KO cards, and things of that nature. So there's a lot that's going on here in black. they're kind of a master of none except for that energy marker manipulation. Let's have some fun here. We are just swarming this board out here, and I'm going to continue to do so with what's going on here. So, yeah, cool, I'm not awakened, but you know what? Goku's a leader where he doesn't really need to be. So we're going to go ahead and boom, get this guy awakened. Actually, that was a misplay. Should have attacked with him first, but whatever, that's how it goes. Oh, actually, it didn't matter because he defended it. Yeah, he doesn't want to get killed anyway. So I'll make him. Whew, that saved me. Because that would have been a misplay. So we did. We started at 5 energy with the energy marker. And the way that we're able to just really mess with this energy marker, let's just play so many cards out here, right? So next, now that I can go ahead and attack with him, that's going to add an energy marker. Guess what? We got another Bardock. He's coming. You don't know it yet, but he is. So he is going to have to really defend out here because he's got 3 more attacks incoming. Potentially, actually, no, because I don't know if I have anything to combo now that I think about it. And I don't know, does it have to be from hand when you use a card in a combo? Okay, so it doesn't even have to be from the battle area. Like, sorry, I did black for a reason. It's the color I play the least. So sorry if I don't 100% always know. So that is okay. We can go in and we are going to hit 2 more times. Yikers! Now he's going to be at 6. He can. I don't think, well, no, there's no way he gets to 7 this turn, so that's what's cool. I think that, Bardock, I mean, this deck seems to do well against androids, because I can just really hit him, and just hit, and aggro them. So that's good. So we really went hard, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks this turn. So even though I took a bunch of life, they're down to 6. I got 7, and I'm about to draw 1 for the end of my turn. So it's a pretty good sequence there. Now, in terms of strengths of black, the energy marker really makes for some fun play in it, and it kind of keeps your opponent on their feet, because you're going to see a lot of times, and I'll demo that in some of the videos, like for example, I might come into the turn with 5 energy, but I'm somehow going to end the turn by using 9 charge. Like, it's kind of crazy because of the ability to give and take energy markers throughout the turn. It lets you play a lot of cards that you maybe otherwise couldn't have played and put a lot of pressure on your opponent. So it allows for more card play, right? With that, you're going to do a lot more with less. You're going to be able to play high cost cards a lot earlier and just swarm your board. Comboing is rewarded here, so there's a lot of cards that are going to help you draw upon combo, which in essence you don't lose a card from your hand, or if you comboed off of your board, then you're going to get another card in hand, which is nice. Right? And there's just lots of ways to remove cards, whether it being KO, return to hand, and things like that. So there is a lot there. I mean, I will say, prior to set 5, there wasn't a ton of ways to get rid of like 5 costs and more, but now we are going to see that. It was something that black really needed, right? Let's think about some of the weaknesses, though. It can really run out of gas. You know, it does reward comboing, but there aren't a ton of cards that let you bring in hand for comboing. And sometimes you just don't want to combo because you don't want to combo those cards away. So you're going to see that black is probably one of the more aggro decks overall, and it kind of struggles now in what we're seeing. A lot of the metas from the last set and we're really rewarding defensive decks, and black can sometimes run out of gas if they're able to deal with them quickly. There's a lot of energy marker specific effects, so if you don't have an energy marker, then you're going to lose those effects, right? For example, this one, and this is a Trunks that doesn't really see a lot of play anyway. If you have an energy marker, this card gets 10k power. You know, makes it kind of a basic card if you don't have one, right? And then deciding what to combo can be rough. We're being rewarded by combos. I just mentioned that a second ago. You may not want to combo that card, you know, so that can be a struggle. Now, thinking about key cards, though, there are a ton of good stuff. Now, let's first talk about the combo effects of cards. We see this Bardock right in the middle. I think this one's like a championship one or whatever. Super cool card. But right, so this one was one of the first ones that we saw because it came out in the starter deck of Black. So activate battle your turn once per turn, right? If you have 2 or more cards in your combo area, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. So this will KO any battle card at all. Doesn't matter if it's rested, doesn't matter the cost or whatever, as long as you're comboing 2 cards together with it, which in essence can really help you out. You know, you're going to combo 2 cards and increase that by at least 35k, right? I mean, you're at 35k and then you get even higher. So pretty good. And then we're going to see Bardock on the left, the 3 cost, another staple of Black that we're seeing. It saw a little bit less play maybe in the newer set, but still a really good card. Auto once per turn. When you use a card in a combo, while this card's in battle, draw a card, then switch to active mode. So in essence, you're able to get a free, you can increase its power from 20k plus for free because you're going to be able to draw a card. And then you're going to switch it back to active mode, and then you're going to be able to hit again. Now, think about this. It's once per turn. On your opponent's turn, you can do this, and it helps you defend the card. You just have to defend it once, then you draw a card. It's back inactive. They can't attack it again. Now, here's one of the most interesting and probably creative ways, and sometimes if you're playing against him, frustrating abilities, is this Great Ape Baby, right? On play, we're not going to worry about that, but you can play a 2 or less from your hand. But check this out. When attacking, choose up to 1 battle card with a cost of 3 or less and place it into its opponent's combos area, into its owner's combo area, sorry. So in essence, you're able to just KO a card for free on your opponent's side of things, as long as it's 3 or less, and then still attack. So this is actually one that you're going to you can force your opponent to combo a card away, which you do want to think about that. You know, it could, if you're attacking, make sure you're not putting them above 35k, but the fact that you can just get rid of a 3-cost card and force them to combo it is a pretty cool ability. Alright, so we have just been swarming the board this whole time. He's at 3 life. I'm about to hit him with a few more attacks now from our Bardock. So Bardock is a super cool card because we're able to hit, and as long as we combo, then we're going to draw, and then he's going to unrest himself. So then I can hit again, and this guy has just been, I'm going attack after attack after attack for him. And he ain't got much more left. He's got 1 in hand. So maybe that's a Broly, maybe it ain't. This one will defend, but let's see what he does with this next one. But he has been hit, and even though he actually cleared my board, and then it looked like he didn't have too much in hand, and I was able to just block his Gohan from attacking last turn. So let's see how I get through this next turn, but we really hit him hard with a couple of these Bardocks this turn. Alright, let's see our 5-cost Bardock in action. It's going to help me do a few things. He is only at 1 life, so that's kind of cool. In many ways, doesn't really do for the double strike. But what his effect does too, if you have 2 or more cards in your combo area, I get to KO a battle card. Not a big fan of this here, right there. So this is a little bit kind of rough because I'm really like getting my hand down. But I'm at 4 life. That's going to cost him a lot to get this. He's still at 8, so I doubt I'm going to win with this hit, but, you know, it's worth it. But we at least got to demo, like, hey, I took out a double strike, and this will take out any card as well, is what's nice about that. You know, even the 8-cost Broly's that we have to deal with. Alright, now let's thinking about the placing energy marker cards. Over here in the middle, we have the kind of king of that. We have this Goku GT Super Saiyan 4. When attacking once per turn, if you don't have an energy marker, place an energy marker. So super good. You can do this every single turn when he's out. Now the end of your turn, if your energy marker is removed from the game during this turn, draw a card. So pretty wild. I mean, one of the main things that you're going to do with this is you get that energy marker back, right? And then you use it the next turn when you're going to play a card. And then when you attack, you get it right back. So it's going to help you basically just play more cards, you essentially have one bonus energy, if not more, every single turn, right? The original there is a Kakarot, which is a good one to play early in the game. It is one that it's not. I mean, it's good because you are going to place, but I'm like, ugh, is this great though? Place one card from your hand at the top or bottom of its owner's deck. If you don't have an energy marker, you place an energy marker. So it does cost you a card to use, but it is great early game to make sure that you get that energy marker out there. Now we have the Bola GT, really good card here. It's a Self-Awakener, and when you use this card in a combo from the area, as long as your leader has Machine Mutant in its special traits and you don't have an energy marker, place one. So this one only works with Baby right now, but it's a good card. It's a Self-Awakener, and then you're able to get that energy marker for free. Alright, now we are putting some pressure. There is no way that this guy wants to awaken yet, but we might force the issue. So first I'm just going to attack with my Gloria, which has been applying pressure since turn 2 with his there. So look at that, he's going to be awakened, and now he's like, oh no, what's going to happen? So I have 4, I have enough to play my Goku GT, taking away the energy marker. Now, that is going to activate end of his turn. If your energy marker is removed from the game during this turn, draw a card. But guess what? I will get it right back by attacking with him. This card is crazy and very easy to defend. So now he's going to have to awaken, defend, and I mean, next turn there is probably a good chance that they are able to get themselves to 6 with androids having a lot of play, but you do want to awaken them early before they get to 6, because their ability when they 10k more only if they're at 6 or higher energy. Alright, we got a nice little combo thing we are going to do here that really gets a good demo, right? So I've got 4, including my energy marker. Normally I don't want to use my energy marker because it's going to take away Trunks' ability, but I want to play my grade 8 baby, and luckily I can play the Bola with her. So this is really great demo of all 3 of them, right? So I'm going to get my grade 8 baby out there. I'm going to throw down Bola with him. I will not add to hand. I will flip to awaken. Ooh, yeah, Super Baby 2. Alright, now let's start some chaos here, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and let's just start attacking him, right? But, yeah, let's not. I don't think we need to. Let's see if he wants to defend or not. Cool. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'll get rid of this Krillin, and then we'll get our energy marker back. Cool. You can combo him with you, you know, get a little extra power. But guess what? I'm going to get a little extra power too and get my energy marker back. So nice little combo there. If he wants to defend him, he can and go down to 4, but I doubt he will. So let's see. And he did for some weird reason. And not only it's a super combo to do it too. Now here's some other interesting ones, just with energy marker effects, right? Over here to the left is Glorio, a card that I didn't quite like that much when I first saw it, but it's actually kind of cool, its effect, right? If you or your opponent has an energy marker, reduce the cost of this card in your hand by 2. So that's pretty crazy that it's not just you, like maybe you are playing black, you went first and you don't have an energy marker. You can just go ahead and play him for 2 rather than 4, even if your opponent has one. And then crazier yet from there, if your opponent has an energy marker, draw a card on play. So that's pretty cool, right? Then over here on the right, we have Trunks GT, another great like protector card for black that should be in most every deck. Right? If you have an energy marker, your non-Trunks GT battle cards can't be removed from the battle area by your opponent's skills. So this is a really good protector card for your board. So it does make you, if you are going to use this Trunks, you're going to want to keep that energy marker every turn. But it's a great defense against decks like blue, who might Zeno you, against green, who really likes to just KO cards. So it's a really good effect there. Also a Self-Awakener. Now here we have our newest one. This one is a really cool card. the Goku Another World Saiyan SR from our FBO5 set. On play, if you removed an energy marker to use this card, draw 2 cards. That is pretty crazy. For 5, it's a 5 cost 30k, and you get to draw 2 upon play. And then check this out. Discard 1 card from your hand, then switch this card in battle area to active mode. Right, so you're pretty much always going to want to use that turn 1, right? You just drew 2 cards. You can probably spare one of those 2 to get him back to active, and now he is a double attacker for only 30k. So pretty cool card, I think. And probably the most exciting one that we saw in Black in terms of SRs. The fabled Glorio. With androids, I like to put pressure on them to awaken way too early, so they're going to defend it. So first I was thinking of throwing this one, but what I could do is make a play because I have an energy marker. Then I reduce the cost of this card to play by 2. I'll go ahead and play him. Unfortunately, my opponent does not have one, so they will not draw a card. Now I'm also considering, do I want to play her? No, I don't. I could, but then I could just play her next turn. So here's the positive of this, right? Here's our Trunks. We could get 2 costs with 3 or less and KO them. So in this case, they could only get 1, which was that one. But now they are going to go ahead and go after my Bardock, and I don't have enough to protect them. But still. Now this one I had to throw in here. This one is one that is just going to be for Baby, but it's a really cool cycle and really I don't know, really creative. I thought at least. So we've got it's like the Rildo loop or whatever. So we have General Rildo, Hyper Meta Rildo, and then for some reason he turns back from Hyper Meta and just goes to Meta. But whatever, still works. So basically what you're going to do with all of these, I'm not going to really read their effects, but what's going to happen is you're going to be able to attack with this one. If you combo this first General Rildo away, guess what? You can automatically play Hyper Meta Rildo. And then you combo the third one away, you get to play Meta Rildo, 4 cost. Pretty cool stuff. All right, so in essence, as long as you have enough attackers, you can attack again, combo, play, attack with someone else, combo, and then you play your 4 costs. So you've got just a ton of attacks, and that's why it makes these guys just really aggro and really like 20, 25, 30. And then when he's KO'd, you can switch a field to rest mode and play from its owner's drop. So pretty cool stuff. All right, y'all, let's start the vaunted Rildo chain. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to actually have enough to do this and pull it off, but we are going to try. Play this bad boy. I got 3 of these guys. I might have to take some life next turn though, because it's going to be a little bit hard here. Alright, so let's just pressure this Videl and see if we can take it out this turn. More so, I'm just going to get these bad boys flowing. So he doesn't have a lot in hand either, so that's good. But you know, we do have this Gohan out there, which he oddly enough used when I had nothing on my board. So hey, you know what? That's how it goes. All right, we'll draw first. All right, and then oh look, another one. Then we're gonna get to play our second bad boy. Do we want to return to hand? You know what? I do. Let's make him waste 1 charge to bring this guy back. All right, so that's it for that. He may just use it to... Oh, he just let it go. Alright, fine by me. Alright, so then we will... let's just attack this one then. Do we take that one out? I don't know. It's on play. Not really. I don't really care. But I'll do it anyway, because I don't want him to lose too much. I like him down at 4. What has he got? 5 in hand? Alright. So now we're gonna get to the final stage. I'll take a life in this case. I don't mind. It could cause him to defend the Gohan, which I kind of didn't want with the Rildo, but that's alright. Okay, because now he might have enough in hand. So that was something to think about. Look, now I already just need 1 more, and I can do a second one. Alright. And then, so I have this down here too. Discard a card from your hand. Switch to rest mode if your leader is a machine. Draw a card. But that's not really what I care about. I'm caring about this. Alright, so that way, even if he gets attacked next turn, doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to die. Alright, so there it is. The vaunted General Rildo chain. In terms of extras, extras I just don't really like a ton of them in black. The 10x Kamehameha is the most common one that sees play and is definitely the best one overall. We are going to see some more. I think they did finally give some good extras in this FBO5 is probably the best thing that black is getting is some extras. But the key cards here, 10x Kamehameha, choose one. One of your opponent's battle cards with 2 or less and KO it. Now, then we've got the second ability. If you removed an energy marker, 2 of your opponent's battle cards with 3 or less and KO them. So that's a huge difference in bonus. And for one charge to be able to hit 2, 3 or lesses is pretty good, right? Now, a Lonesome Final Battle is one that's a solid one if you do want to play Bardock, right? Switch to rest mode, look at the top 2, and place them at the top or bottom in any order. So this one's good to really see, like, are one of those top 2 Bardock's crew, and you could place them in any order. Maybe the second one was, boom, now you can use that ability and add to the combo, so not bad. Now I've got Soul Punisher. This one's something that was kind of needed as well. It's almost like it's a higher cost 10x Kamehameha, right? Choose one, choose up to 1 battle card and KO it. Boom, for nothing. Just like 10x Kamehameha. And then if you moved an energy marker for this card, choose up to 2 battle cards and KO them, regardless of the cost. That is crazy. I know it does cost 4, but for a color that doesn't have a lot of ways to eliminate high cost cards, that is really good. And you're going to be using that, especially if their board is getting crazy and they've got like a couple 5+ costs on there, to be able to just KO 2 of them. That's definitely worth the 4 cost, right? All right, let's get something in here. We are going to use the 10x Kamehameha. I'm going to remove an energy marker to do it, which I just placed with my Goku, and then I can get rid of their 2 of their 3 or less. Now my board's getting relatively wide here, and they've got not a lot in hand. Let's get a fun little thing going here. I got a fun idea. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and play. We have 6 charge, right? Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna play Bardock. We're gonna try to finish this right now, and then we'll attack. We'll add an energy marker. Now we're at 5. Okay. This guy, there's no way he survives this amount of attacks that he's about to get hit with. Okay, so this is what's pretty cool about all these add energy marker things, right? So then I've got 5, so let's go ahead and play this guy for an energy marker 2, and then on play, I gain an energy marker. So I'm not gonna, I should have just added, I'm gonna win anyway. And then I can just go ahead and play this guy. So essentially I just had 9 charge. I'm gonna hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times at this bad boy. All right, so let's see what we got here. Got another Para. Yeah, I mean he's got a lot in hand. He's got 2 life though. I don't think he survives this. There goes the super combo. Cool. I'm gonna just get them all just because why not? Yeah. All right, we're gonna hit him again. Draw another. Alright, now we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 more hits to take him out. Will we do it? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. If I get him down to 1, then we'll decide on where to go from there. He gains 1 card. Well, he's got 5 in hand. He's going to get down to 4, 3, 2. I mean, at the max, right? So this deck can get, I'm actually having a decent amount of fun playing black, more than I expect. It's kind of a tricky to play, but all of this energy marker shenanigans, you could play a good amount of cards with it. I really only played Baby before, which doesn't do a ton with the energy markers compared to this one. So that's always fun. Alright, yeah, this one, I think he's pretty much done. Should I go for it this turn? Yeah, probably. I'll probably just go all in. Let's see, 25, 35, 45, 55. How many super combos has he used? 1, 2. I mean, you need 20, 40, 60. You can get to 60 if 2 of these are. So 25, 45, 55, 65. I think that we're good. He probably isn't even going to be able to stop this one, it looks like. Either that or he's calculating in his head how to make this work. But I've got a lot of combo power coming with this last hit. Or maybe he's just going to sit here and hope that I resign. It's not going to happen. Alright, anyway, I'll spare you all with the end. I think we got our point across. Well, that is going to do it for this episode of the Hawks Dragon Ball Nest. We got through all the colors here. I might start doing some stuff out there on specific matchups and things like that, so make sure you stay tuned. But as our next set is dropping, I will probably focus for a little bit longer on just going with specific decks. I'm eager to get into these decks, so you probably won't see me varying too far from them for at least the next month or two, but let me know in the comments some other stuff that you want to see, and we will go from there. But you know, please hit that subscribe button if you liked what you saw here. You can become part of the Hawks Nest, a fearless flock of fabulous folks who love to do what we love. I love making these videos. I want to grow the Dragon Ball scene, so if you know some people who want to play, share this video and others with them so they can learn how to play. Share some other these deck ideas out there. I would love to grow this scene. So until then, we will see you next time.